Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Am I audible? Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Am I audible? Is my voice on screen is clear to all of you guys? Am I audible? Am I audible? Yeah, thank you. Check చేయలా మరేమైంది? All right. Good morning, guys. And check it. What we are discussing actually. The topic is like what there. Download and install Java software. Download and install Java editor. Open Java file and write Java program. Save Java file. Compile Java file. Execute Java application. Okay. So these are overall steps what we are having clearly. Now the first step already we started. Almost all we are completing that first step. Few more points are remaining that we are going to understand anyway. Right, what is the first step here we are discussing there? Download and install Java software. Downloadable links I have given from where we have to download the Java softwares. For Java 6 version, Java 7 version, Java 8 version. At a startup mode of these classes, we are going to work with only 3 versions. We are going to work with only what then? 3 versions. When days goes on, whenever we are in completing all the concepts here, there we are going to start Java 9, Java 10, 11, 12, and so on up to Java 20th version. As of now, the latest version is what there? Java 20th version. Up to that, we are going to have discussion. Right. Then after that, after completion of this, installation process here we started already. Installation of the Java software in the sense, some few steps here are given. Double click on the setup a file. Next button. It's nothing like the point process is very clear. For every Java software installation, 2 products are going to be installed. What are the 2 products? No, JDK, JRE. JDK, Java Development Kit, Java Runtime Environment. JDK is the actual Java software. JDK is the actual Java software. There only all Java components are available, like Java compiler, JVM, Java profiler, Java signer, Java documentator. All these are Java related tools only. Their collection is nothing but Java software. That all the collection of tools are available inside the JDK, Java Development Kit. This is the actual Java software. But JRE will provide some environment to run our applications. To run our applications, what exactly the space is required, the space in the sense environment is required, that environment is provided by JRE, Java Runtime Environment. Best example, to run our Java program, some libraries must be provided. The runtime libraries will be provided by JRE for our JVM in order to execute our applications. Leave this one. This is a story about like what there Java, like what there JDK and JRE. More details I will discuss in the future whenever we are going to talk about JVM architecture. We have a separate topic like what JVM architecture. There we are going to discuss more details apart from this. All right. Then after this, JDK installation location, JR installation location. Click on next buttons, and finally we have to click on like what button here? Close button. Similarly, we have to install JDK 1.7 and JDK 1.8. Both the versions here we installed clearly. Almost all the versions here we installed clearly now. That's okay, fine. Right, sir. Just give a minute of time. Right, sir. It's okay, fine. After completion of this, yeah. The next one is what there? Okay, installation of the Java software is not sufficient to work with Java. Only installation is not sufficient. For this, what we have to do? We need to provide some setups. If you want to use all Java commands like Java C, Java, Java P, Java doc, all these commands, if you want to use on command prompt, we have to set path environment variable to the location where all Java commands are existed. In general, in which location all Java commands are existed, we can identify all Java commands are available in this particular location. What is that location here? C:/Java JDK 1.8.0 underscore 202 slash bin. In this location only, all Java commands are available. Okay, fine. In how many ways we are able to set path environment variable? All right. In two ways we are able to set path environment variable. What are the two ways of setting path environment variable? First one is temporary setup, and second one is what there? Permanent setup. In a temporary setup, how we are going to set path environment variable? Just by providing this command and command prompt. Just simple set path is equal to C:/Java/ JDK 1.8.0 underscore 202 slash bin. This JDK 1.8 version we installed already. That's why I've taken this location. Good. But what is the problem with this temporary setup? No. The main problem with the temporary setup is what there? If you provide the path environment variable like above, then the temporary setup is valid up to the present command prompt. It is not available to the other command prompts. So if you are using only temporary setup now, in every new command prompt, we have to type set path is equal to something, set path is equal to something. Every time we have to set this. But that I feel burden. That I feel what there burden. So it is not suggestible. It is not suggestible. Try to understand it clearly. So because of that reason, we need to go for what there permanent setup. All right, sir. Now understand it clearly. Here I'm giving the point here. If you want to provide path environment variable setup, if you want to provide the path environment variable setup in all the command prompts permanently, then we have to use permanent setup. Then we have to go with what there permanent setup. That's it. What about this permanent setup? No, to set the path environment variable permanently, we have to use the following steps. What are the various steps I have given there? Right click on this PC, select properties, advanced system settings, advanced tab. By default selected this advanced tab. No need to select separately. By default selected. Okay. When it is selected by default, no, in the user variables block, if path variable does not exist, click on new button, provide variable name, variable value, click on OK button. If the path environment variable exists already, select the path environment variable, click on the edit button, click on a new button, then provide that value to the respective new location. That's okay, fine. 3 times click on OK buttons, automatically the setup is going to be completed. Now if you want to check it, whether it is path environment variable set permanently or not. So here what we have to do, open multiple command prompts, write Java C with the enter button and check whether Java C is recognized or not. Then definitely Java C is going to be recognized. That's okay. Up to these points here we understood clearly. Is that all of you getting my point or not? Clear? Clear to all of you know? Right. So directly I'm asking this question. How many of you practiced this content yesterday's topic? How many of you practiced this content yesterday's topic? Right. Better. What I'm telling there, even though you're having Java software in our system, try to do this practice one time. Just awareness purpose only. Just it is like what there, awareness purpose only. On simple information I'm telling to you, try to understand it now. In any standard organization, we are, being the Java developer, we are not responsible for installation of the softwares and uninstallation of the softwares. First of all, we don't have any rights to install our own softwares in the computer. Understand my point? To provide infrastructure for you, infrastructure in the sense laptops, required softwares, to provide this infrastructure for a development purpose, companies are having a separated team. System administrators team is available. The system administrators team will provide the required infrastructure for the sake of our application development. They'll provide laptop for you. In that laptop, if you require any software, send a request mail to that system administrators team. System administrators team will come to your system either in online or in offline. They will come to your system and they will install your required softwares. Why we are not installing that softwares in our laptop there in the company? The point is what? Companies must use all the softwares as a licensed versions only, not pirated versions. Every company must use licensed copies only, not our pirated versions. So that licensed versions they will not keep in front of you. They will not keep in your hands. They will keep that licensed versions and everything with the system administrators team. The system administrators team are having that licenses and everything. They're able to manage that software repository. And if you require any software, just request them. They will come and they will install your required softwares. That's it. So all of you are getting my point or not? So basically, we are the Java developers. We are going to be busy with only Java application development. We are not at all responsible for installation and uninstallation of the software. Yes, sir. All of you are getting my point or not? Then you may ask one question to me. Okay, sir, in the companies we are not responsible for it, but why you are wasting our time by discussing these concepts now? As a time waste only we are doing. Why you are showing that installation, downloading and everything? So before asking this question, you should remember you are not job holders. Majority of you, of course, some of you are having jobs, it's okay, but majority of you are not job holders. If I discuss some programs that we have to practice at your home, but at your home, who will come to you and who will install the softwares? You want to call the TCS system administrators team, come to my home and install the required softwares? Understand it clearly what I'm telling you. So minimum idea is required, basic idea is required. With that basic idea, we can go for your practice. After that only, after having our practice only, you may go with what there, you will go with what there, that companies. They're inside the company systems, you are not going to do that. Some other people will do that. But for the sake of your practice, we need to have some minimum idea or not. That's why I'm discussing the total information there clearly. Okay, right, sir. Anyway, valid information, some internals also I'm going to discuss with you. So it's required. Definitely this information is required for us to understand Java internally, to understand Java in detail. Okay, right, sir. Now let's move on to the punch. Next one. So finally, I'm asking one question. Try to answer for it. In how many ways we are able to set a path environment variable? Now tell me. In two ways. What are the two ways of setting path environment variable? One is what? Temporary setup, and second one is what there? Permanent setup. Okay, temporary setup is what is suggestible now? Tell me. Temporary or permanent? What is suggestible? Permanent setup is suggestible. Temporary setup in the sense on every new command prompt we have to type that set path is equal to something. But one time if we set permanently, that will be available to every command prompt. Okay, this information is sufficient for us. That's okay, fine. Right, let's move on to the point here. Next point, simple question. How many Java softwares I installed in my system? 3 versions. What are the 3 versions now? Tell me. Java 6, Java 7 and Java 8. My straightforward question. Why, sir? Why you installed 3 versions now? One version is not sufficient for you. Don't you have any question like this? Why you install 3 versions of Java? Why don't you install only one version? To run Java program, only one version only we are going to use. But why we are installing 3 versions now? This might be the question. Now, for this question, I'm giving answers to you. Try to understand it clearly. My requirement is what? First of all, what is my character? What is my role here? As a trainer, I need to deliver subject, quality subject I have to deliver. Remember it, I am not in application development. I am in teaching. Teaching in the sense, every corner of the Java I have to cover. Every corner of the Java I have to cover in the sense, in some versions, some features are outdated. In some other versions, some features are newer versions, newer features. Understand the point what I'm telling there? So altogether, what is the point here I'm telling to you? From one version to another version, there are some differentiations. There are some differentiations on the features from one version to another version. But being the trainer, I need to show each and every difference from one version to another version or not. Definitely, I have to talk how we are going to run program in. That means I need to show some features which are there in Java 6 version. Some other features are available in Java 1.7. Some other new features are available in Java 1.8 version that I need to show. Sir, will I forget my point or not? So because of that reason, I need to work on multiple Java versions. So initially, I started our conversation with what there? Java 6, Java 7, and Java 8. Because of that reason, here we are able to have this particular content. Am I clear? All of you are getting clarity on this point now? All right. That's the reason why I installed 3 versions of the Java at present. Okay. In the same requirement, think about this point. I prepared a program, Java program. I prepared one simple Java program. I want to execute this program in Java 6 version. Then I want to show X results, some X results. Same program without recompilation, the same program, or maybe compilation, no problem. Without having changes in my program, same program. Again, I want to compile and execute in Java 7 version. There I want to show some Y results, some other results. Same program without having changes, I want to compile and execute in Java 8 version. In version then, in which version there? Java 8 version. There, I want to check it. I want to check some Z results, some other results. At the end, I need to compare X, Y, Z, all the results clearly. By that, I can get some conclusion. This is my requirement. Is it? All of you get my point or not? What is my requirement here in this particular situation? No. My requirement is I want to prepare one program. That program I want to compile and execute in Java 6 version. I will check the results. The same program in Java 7 version, I will check the results. The same program I need to compile and execute in Java 8 version. Then I want to check the results. Then after that, I will compare all the results. Then I'm able to get much clarity about my subject. I'll forget my point or not? Okay. Now tell me how it is possible. How much it is possible to compile and execute our program in multiple versions. If we want to do this process now with our available knowledge, what we are going to do? What we have to do? Just say move on to this point here. For example, I prepared my program here. It's okay. I prepared my Java program. Understand it? For example, I'm telling to you a simple Java program I want to prepare. Don't mind how to prepare this program. I will explain to you again. No need to think much about it. No, but namesake here I'm telling to you. I'm preparing a Java program here. File new Java. File new Java that I'm preparing. No class tester, for example. A simple program for the sake of your awareness here. I'm telling to you. Simple program here I'm telling to you. All right, tester here I'm telling there. Welcome to Java application or welcome to Java programming language or simple here I'm going to provide welcome to Java programming language. I given this information. Let me save this one here where I want to save this D drive full stack Java 830. There I want to save with the tester.java. I'll explain how to save programs and everything here, but time being I'm telling there. My program is ready. Let me open my command prompt now. Let me go for the location where I prepared my program here. Right now here my program is available. All of you observe carefully. First of all, I want to compile and execute this program in Java 6 version. Got my point or not? So what I have to do there? If you want to get Java 6 version, set path is equal to the Java 6 bin location here we have to provide or not? C drive, Java, JDK 1.6.0 underscore 45 bin. This location here we have to copy. Then I have to provide here directly like this. Now which version is available now? Java C space hyphen version. What version is available? 1.6 is available. So Java C space tester.java compiled successfully. Java space tester. Here we are getting output like what there? Welcome to Java programming. Now tell me, in which version of the Java we compiled and executed this? In Java 6 version. Now get okay. My requirement with Java 6 version is completed. Now I want to compile and execute with what version there? Java 7 version. So what I have to do? What I have to do? Set a path is equal to, I have to copy that location. Don't type that locations manually. Copy this location. Java JDK 1.7.0 underscore 80 bin. There we have to copy this and we have to provide this here in this location. Now check it. What version of the Java is available here? No, 1.7 version is available. Now let us compile this. Java C space tester.java compiled successfully. Java space tester. Now we are getting output like what there? Welcome to Java programming language. Yes, all of you are getting my point or not? So this is what exactly the output we are getting. Okay. Now one more version is remaining. What is that next version here now? Java 1.0. So what I have to do there now? Tell me. What I have to do now? Tell me. Set a path is equal to. Now we have to copy that location and Java and JDK 1.8.0 right bin. Let me copy this. Control C. Now here right click here. Now semicolon. Now here Java C space hyphen version. What version is available here now? 1.8.0 is available. Java C space tester.java compiled successfully. Then after that, Java space tester output we are getting clear. Yeah, just now tell me, in how many versions I compiled and executed my program now? In all three versions, I compiled and execute my program. Of course, output point of view, no difference in this example. In the future examples, you may have a number of differences, no, that I will discuss with in the future. Three versions I installed. In all three versions, I compiled and execute the program. I got some outputs. Up to that, it's very clear. Am I right or not? Clear, right? Okay. I'm asking one question to you. Now try to answer for me. In this entire story, time to time, I switched Java from one version to another version. I switched my Java from one version to another version in my command prompt. Am I right or not? How I have switched Java from one version to another version? Now tell me. What I have done to change Java version? Every time I have written set a path is equal to that version or not, that version slash bin or not. Every time set a path is equal to C Java JDK slash bin or not. Every time we have to use that set path is equal to like this. Understand my point? But whenever we want to change Java version, every time writing set path is equal to something, set the path is equal to something is somewhat burdenful thing or not? Somewhat burdenful thing. Am I right or not? So I want to simplify this process. I want to simplify like what there. I want to simplify the Java version switching process. How I'm going to simplify? The point is what? Here the burdenful thing is what there? Writing this much of lengthy code. That's the burdenful thing. Writing this much of like what the set path is equal to go to that location and copy that and paste here. Then this entire process, I'm thinking it's a burdenful thing. I want to simplify this. How I'm going to simplify this now? How I'm going to provide simplification here now? Very simple. Just I'm going to type one or two letters. Click on enter button. Automatically the required version I have to get. Sir, all of you get my point or not? One or two letters I'm going to type in my keyboard. Then after that I may click on enter button. If I click on enter button, automatically required version will come to my system. In that way, I want to simplify the process. To simplify the process, to simplify the process of switching Java from one version to another version, there we have to use batch files. There we have to use what files there? No, batch files here we have to use. Sir, all of you are following my point or not? First of all, understood the drawback with this approach. No? Every time typing set a path is equal to this one, this bin location is a problematic thing. That process I want to simplify. That's why I want to use what there? batch file. That's why I want to use what there? Batch file. Right, sir? Now let me show that point also now. All right, now try to understand the points clearly. Right. If you want to compile and execute a Java application, Java program in multiple Java softwares, then we have to set path environment variable for every time. Path environment variable at each and every Java version. At each and every Java version. If we want to compile and execute Java program in multiple Java softwares, then we have to set path environment variable at each and every time of changing the Java software. At each and every time of changing Java software. Okay. At each and every time of changing Java software, we have to set path environment variable. All right. It will increase burden to the developers. It will increase burden to the developers. To overcome the above problems, right, sir? Nothing else. Practically, if you want to check that point here, I'm able to give some example related code also. D:/ full stack Java 830. I think so. Full stack Java 830. That's it. Then where tested.java file here I provided. Just we can understand this is the code. Just for your understanding purpose here I have taken. After that, on command prompt, I have done the same thing. On command prompt, everything what I have done, just changing the Java software from one version to another version. There I compile and execute the program. Let me copy this entire part here. Now I'm going to keep this inside our content in the document here. Program I given, then every time changing Java version and doing some kind of workouts. That means some kind of outputs here we are getting. That's okay, fine. Leave this part here. This is completed. Now I want to simplify this process. All right. To overcome the above problem, and to simplify the Java versions change, to simplify the process of changing, Java software from one version to another version, we have to use what files there? No, batch files. We have to use what files? No, batch files. Then how we are able to use these batch files? How it is possible to use these batch files? That we have to understand clearly. Right, sir? Observe carefully. Here we are able to use batch files, no, but how we are going to use these batch files again? Try to recognize this, all of you know. To use batch files, we have to use the following steps. What steps here we have to use there? Step number one. Create a separate batch file for each and every Java version. Create batch file for each and every Java version. Right, sir? Now understand this clearly. Java 6.bat extension is what there? BAT. We can understand it clearly. Java 6.bat. BAT stands for batch file only. Extension should be .bat. So this batch file is representing Java 6 setup. Now inside this batch file, what we are going to provide? Set path is equal to just directly here we can provide this path value. In Java 6 version, what we provided here, this one here we have to copy. That's it. Now this is Java 6.bat. Next one is what there? Java 7.bat. Java 7.bat. Set path is equal to, now here Java 7 related thing here we have to provide. Java 7.bat. Java 8.bat. Java 8.bat. Then here what we have to provide there in Java 8.bat. Now here we have to write like what there, set path is equal to this total point here we have to provide. Now tell me how many batch files can we prepared here? No, 3 batch files for each and every Java version. Of course, you are having 10 Java versions in our system. 10 batch files here we have to prepare. Now 3 Java versions are available in my system. 3 batch files here I prepared. Java 6.bat, Java 7.bat, Java 8.bat. All 3 versions of the Java software here we prepared. Yes, sir. Got my point or not? It's okay, fine. These 3 Java softwares here we prepared. That's okay. Batch files here we prepared. Number 2, open command prompt. And one more thing, where we prepared these batch files actually, yeah, inside this location only we prepared these batch files. In the same location. That is my working directory actually. That location is what there, full stack Java 830 is my working directory. There only I prepared these batch files, not in the installation folder. Java installation I have done at C drive. But my working folder I prepared at which location there? D drive. In the working location only I prepared all the batch files. Of course, we can keep these batch files at any location in our system. That doesn't matter. But in general, I'm going to keep that batch files in my working location. Why? Because Java software changes in my working location only. That's why I want to keep these batch files in my working location. That's what they're d:/ full stack Java 830. They're only prepared all the batch files. Okay. Open command prompt and type a batch file name. That's enough. Only name of the batch file. Java 6, Java 7, or Java 8. That's enough. Java 6. Open command prompt and type a batch file name and click on enter button and click on enter button. That's it. Automatically that batch file is going to be executed. By the execution of this batch file, the provide command is going to be executed. Set path is good, something that is going to be executed. The related Java software will come to our system. The respective Java software will come to our system. That's it. This is exactly the process here we have to do clearly. Is that all of you get my point or not? First of all, here what we have to do, 2-step process here now. First step is what there, create a separate batch file for each and every Java version that we prepared. First of all, we have to take Java 6.bat. Take a text file where provide the file name with the Java 6.bat. Okay, there we can type the content. Like these 3 batch files here we have to prepare. At the end here, what we have to do there, open command prompt and type batch file name and click on enter button to execute that batch file. Automatically batch file will be executed. There we are able to get the required Java software. Right, so now let me check this punch here. Example here I'm telling you, now try to recognize this clearly. Right, sir. Now no need to go for this example here. Already batch files are available. I need to show that point here. Programmatically I want to show this punch. All of you observe carefully. Say for example, new text document here I've taken. Of course, we can take that notepad also. Edit plus I have not shown so far, but we can take notepad also, no problem for it. Set path is equal to JDK 1.6.0 _45 bin. Copy this. Right. Now here we have to paste this one, semicolon. Alright, I want to make it is Java 6.bat. Control S, you're able to get this file folder. D drive, full stack Java 830. There, observe carefully. While saving this batch file, we have to take double quotations. While saving batch file, take double quotation. There we have to type Java 6.bat. Why I'm taking double quotations in general, but not sure in all the operating systems, but in some of the operating systems this problem is going on. That's why here I'm telling to you. Now try to understand it clearly. In double quotation, I provided Java 6.bat. In the case, for example, if I have not used a double quotation, Just I give in Java 6.bat. Then how that file is going to be saved there? Java 6.bat.txt, default extension .txt. As I've taken text file. But if you put this double quotations there, .txt will not come. Only whatever the extension we provided, that extension will come explicitly. Yes, I got my point or not? But it is not sure in every system. It may be available in some other systems now. In my system, not mandatory to take double quotations. Directly it will save with the Java 6.bat file. But in your system it may not be. That's why solution I'm giving the permanent solution. Take double quotation. There we have to write Java 6.bat. That's finished. It will not take any .txt extension. Right, sir. Now this I prepared. Click on save button. That's okay. Now Java 6.bat file is created. Similarly, file a new text. Now this time I need to provide like what there? Set path is equal to Java 7.bat here I want to prepare. JDK 1.7.0 bin now. Let me copy this. Alright, so now let me go with this particular one. Paste here. Control V semicolon. Now here Control S. Now here we are able to get it no full stack Java 830. There only we have to take double quotation Java 7.bat. Java 7.bat. Click on save button. That's okay, fine. It is also be created. Next one is what there? All right. The next one is what there? 8 version. All right, sir. Now here we have to write what there? Set a path is equal to. We have to provide something else Java JDK 1.8.0 underscore 202. Then bin folder. Insert this bin folder. There we have to copy this. There we have to provide that. Insert this now here. Paste it. Semicolon. Control S. There we have to provide what there? Double quotation. There we have to use like what there? Java 8.bat. Save it. That's it. Totally, how many batch files are created? No, 3 batch files are created. Why we are creating only 3 batch files? No, come on. Why we are creating only 3 batch files? No, 3 Java versions are available in my system. For each and every version, I have to create a separate batch file. Now see this one here. We are getting this. 1 minute. See this one, these 3 are like what they're batch files. The batch files are created clearly. Sir, all of you are getting my point or not? Okay. After creating these batch files now, in command prompt, now here I have to check it. Go to the location. Already we are in the same location. In that location, just I'm going to type J tab matched file name we are getting. What is that matched file name now? Java 6.bat. If I click on enter button, what happened there now? Java 6 setup is provided or not? There we can check with that Java C space hyphen version. What we are getting there? Java 6 version here we are getting. Next one Java 7 J 2 times click on tab button, or else we can type Java 7, either Java 7 or Java 7.bat, no problem. Click on enter button. Now Java 7 setup is coming there. Java C space version hyphen version 1.7 here we are getting. Next one is what there? J 3 times if we click on this tab button, Java 8.bat here we are getting. Click on enter button. Now here we are getting Java C space hyphen version here we are getting. Now here we are getting Java C 1.8.0 underscore 202. That value here we are getting. Now tell me, switching Java version is a simplified or not? Switching Java from one version to another version is very much simplified or not? Just only type the batch file name and click on enter button. Every time not required to write set path is equal to something. Our batch file contains the same command will be executed. How many times we execute the batch file? Then automatically we are able to get our process. That means our work is reduced or not? Our work, developer work is reduced or not? That is an optimization here what I am telling to you. There is a flexibility what I am telling to you through this batch file. Sir, got it or not? Okay, fine. All right, sir. Now here I want to copy this. I want to provide this content here. Now try to recognize this clearly. Right, sir. Now here we are getting some questions here. Right, sir. Already I explained to you clearly what is the requirement of the batch file, and programmatically I shown that clearly. The problem is with what there. Previously the problem with what there. If you want to change the batch file, every time manually we have to type the set path is equal to something. But that I feel burden. Am I right or not? So that information also here we have written there clearly. right? To overcome the above problem, then what we have to do there, we need to simplify the process of switching. So here we have to use what file there now? Batch files here we provided. To use batch files, we have to use the following steps. What are the steps here I've given there? Create a separate batch file for each and every Java version, like this here we provided. Okay, then after that, open command prompt and type batch file name and click on enter button. Automatically the respective content here we are getting. Just we open command prompt, go to the location and provide batch file name. Automatically it will be executed. There we are getting this particular part. Right, so now in the same way Java 7, in the same way what version here now? Java 8 version also be here we completed. Right, so now this is the way of providing like what the batch file, the way of utilizing that batch file content here we have to understand. Is that all of you get my point or not? That's okay, fine, now clear. All right, so then after this, then still you are asking this question. I'm giving information to you. What was that question here I'm asking there? We have to install all versions in our machine, sir, or which version we require to install? There's a question. What I give an answer for it? What I given? That means the question we are getting is it required to install all three versions, or you want to get only one version of the Java software? Okay, for example, I shown programming with three versions of the Java. You don't want to practice that all the programs in all the versions, no? You want to practice in only one version? Yeah, that's what I'm telling there. Now we are in learning process, not in working. In learning process, what I am teaching inside the class, that we have to practice. So my recommendation is what there, whatever the work I am doing inside the class, that we have to do. Understand it clearly? So whatever the work I am doing is, just try to follow that work. That's it. Then only we are able to get more clarity. And people are asking to me, why don't we install the latest version? Directly, I want to practice in latest version. Of course, we can do that. But some features are outdated in Java 10 version. Up to 10 only they're available. They're not in Java 11th version. But 20th version we are using there. Is it possible to see the outputs of the feature which is there inside the Java 10? Not possible, right? So that's why here, whatever the work I'm doing, just try to go for this particular content. All right, sir. So batch file is permanent. Why? Batch file is permanent. Why? In the sense it's a file system. It's a file in our hard disk. So definitely it is a permanent. Am I right or not? Okay, that's okay. But one more point I'm telling to you, set up a point of if you observe this, set up a point of if you observe this setup, we are providing this command on command prompt in the sense, this is for what purpose? No, temporary setup only. Through batch files, I'm doing what there? Temporary setup only. But not in permanent setup. Permanent setup only one version only we are going to provide. But always we have to use what the temporary setup to switch from one version to another version. That batch files are providing path and environment variable temporarily only, not in permanent way. Understand my point here? Batch files are not worked out for what their permanent setup. Batch files are working for only what their temporary setup. Please remember this clearly. Okay, fine. All right, now leave this point here. Now all of you understand it clearly. Okay, leave this point here. So this is totally the point here we are getting clearly. Understand it clearly, all of you know. All right, sir. Good. After completion of the switching Java from one version to another version, after switching the Java from one version to another version, now another thing is like what I am telling to you. Apart from this, I have some interview questions. Few interview questions are available with me. What are the various interview questions here? We are getting clearly. Understand the questions. No, all of you observe carefully. First question, in general, people are having this kind of questions. No, understand it. The very first question. I think easily we can answer for these questions. No, very simple to answer for these questions, but understand the questions here. In general, interviewer may ask these questions to you. Is it possible to install more than one Java software in a single machine, in a single device, or in a single machine? Right, sir. As you've seen already the total conversation, you should not say no. You have to say yes only. Already we have seen, already I've proven it, right? But some conditions, yes. Answer is what there? Yes. It is possible to install more than one Java software in a single machine, but in a single machine with the following conditions. What conditions here we have to follow? Point number one, all Java softwares must be the compatible versions, must be the compatible versions, must be the compatible softwares. All Java softwares must be compatible with the with the operating system, present operating system. Understand my point here? So for example, in my system, Windows operating system is available, but I downloaded Linux-based Java software. Is it possible to install that Linux-based Java software on Windows operating system? Not possible. In Windows operating system, Windows related Java software only we have to download and we have to install. Point number one. And must be compatible with the present operating system. In my system, that is what their Windows operating system. Right. And I'm asking one more point, guys. Just try to give answers for me. Any of you are using MacBook or Mac operating system? Any of you are using MacBooks? Nobody. Right. All of you are using Windows only, right? That's okay. No issues for it. Fine, sir. Next one is the second point. Second thing is like what there? All Java softwares must be compatible with the present operating system, that is Windows. And second one is what there? All the Java softwares must be in different versions. Now, first of all, answer for my question. Is it possible to install the same software again and again in the single system? Duplicate versions or duplicate softwares are possible to install? Not possible. Got my point or not? So that's why here I said to you, all the Java softwares must be in what there? Must be in different versions. Java 6, Java 7, Java 8, okay. Only Java 6 three times I want to install in the sense? Not possible. My point here. At least we must show the difference in what their version numbers. Then only we can install it clearly. Right, sir. Leave this point here. So this is the question and answer here we provided. Okay, finally we confirmed it. More than one Java version we can install in our single computer. Is that clear? All of you are getting clarity on this? Fine. The second question. Second question. All of you are okay? All of you are following the points now? Right? I think 70 to 80% of people are understanding clearly, but still 15 to 20% of people are not understanding. I said to you yesterday, I requested to you, please try to practice today's topic. Then only you can understand tomorrow's topic like that. If you're blank in yesterday's class note, today it's a doubtful case. But 70 to 80% of people understood it, even though you are not practiced it in the yesterday's class note, but still you are understanding that. But 15 to 20% of people are still not following. They are sitting and they are looking my face only. But your mind is not aligned with me. Your mind is, of course, is in outside with your girlfriend, I think so. No? Right, sir. Bring that mind to classroom. Once again, I'm telling to you, this is like what their temple. Whatever the problems you are having, everything you have to forget just before the gate. Once you entered inside the class, have peaceful mind. Try to understand each and every point, whatever the points here I'm teaching. That's it. That only the points here. Inside this class, forget everything. Forget everything. Just we have to sit inside the class. We have to listen the class. You are coming for class. Forget about your background, everything. Understand it clearly. Even though you are the son of chief minister, that doesn't matter now. You are coming here for learning. You have to understand the content and you have to get job in your own way. Understand it clearly. Even myself also I'm having some problems. You're also be having some problems. Of course, you're having more problems when compared with me. Yes, sir. Family problems, right? See, forget about all the family problems in outside. Maximum you're having one girlfriend, right? But I have nearly 6 or 7 girlfriends now. But still I'm taking classes effectively. Yes, sir. 6 or 7 girlfriend. Real I'm telling there. Core Java, Advanced Java, Hibernate, Spring Boot, microservices, web services. Seven girlfriends I have to maintain. Every day I'm talking with them. Every day I'm trying to satisfy with them, right? Huh? But you are having only one girlfriend now. What's that girlfriend? Only Core Java, right? So then maintain one girlfriend is very simple, but 7 difficult. But still I'm effective now, but you are not effective. Right, put more concentration. All of you understand it clearly. Come on. The second question here I'm telling there. Finally, we confirmed it. More than one Java software here we can install in our system. That we confirmed it. But my next question is what? If we install more than one Java software in a single system, in a single computer, then which Java version is available for us in command prompt to use? I think you understood my question here. Please try to understand my question here. If we install more than one Java software in a single computer, then which Java version is available for us in command prompt? To compile and execute our Java programs, which command prompt will come to us? Now tell me, you only answer for this question as you have seen the content. As you have seen the content, now you only tell me which Java version will come there. After installation of the Java software, I said to you, we need to go for one setup. What setup we require there? Path environment variable setup. Now the point is what? To the path environment variable, if we provide a particular Java version, that Java version is available to us in command prompt. Get my point or not? Which Java software we set to path environment variable? Of course, it may be in temporary, it may be in permanent, that doesn't matter. Which Java version we set to the path environment variable, that Java software is available for us in the command prompt. All right, sir, good. Now answer for it now clearly. All right, sir. If we install more than one Java software in a single computer, if we install more than one Java software in a single computer, then the Java version which we set to the path environment variable will come to the command prompt to use. Right, sir. If we install more than one Java software in a single computer, then the Java software, instead of saying that version here, I want to say then the Java software which we set to the path environment variable will come to the command prompt to use or to perform compilation and execution. All of you get my point or not? All right, sir. Now for this here, what I'm telling to you, see this already here we had that information here. Say for example, I will take this content here, but I want to delete some points here. Then which points here I want to delete there? Just I want to delete this part here. I don't require this part. Now here we are getting this one. It's okay. This one here I want to delete. Right. All of you observe carefully. Right, sir. Now here it's okay. This is one thing. See, for our clarity purpose, I'm telling to you that batch file information here. I'm not thinking, without that batch file here, we are able to do this part here. It's okay. Now we are getting this particular one. Yeah. Please observe this point here clearly. What I have given there. Which is setup here we provided, sir? 6 version. When I provide Java C space hyphen version, what we are getting? Java 6. Which is setup here we provided? 7. Then Java C space version here what we provided? Java 6 like what there? 1.7 here we provided. Got it or not? All right, sir. Which is setup here we provided? 1.8. Now here we are getting 1.8 version. Is it clear or not? Okay, which version we set to the path environment variable, that version is available to us in command prompt. That's okay, fine. But I have one more question. If we install more than one Java software in a single system, in a single computer, and if we provide more than one Java software to the path environment variable, if we provide more than one Java software to the single path environment variable, then which Java software will come to the command prompt? Yes, sir. I think you understood my question now. Step by step, I'm asking these questions to you know. First one is it possible to install more than one Java software in a single system or not? Right, sir. Then answer is what there? Yes, but conditions. What are the conditions? No, must compatible with our present operating system, must be in a different versions. Okay, second one is which Java version will come to the command prompt over the multiple Java softwares? Which version, which Java software we set to the path environment variable that will come to like what there? That will come to the command prompt. You know. The next question is what? If I set all three versions, all Java softwares, if I set to path environment variable, then which version will come to the command prompt here? This is my next question. Sir, all of you are getting my point clearly? Yes. Now here we have to understand the point here. Now try to understand it clearly. Answer here I'm telling you. Practically I'm going to show this point. After that we are going to see the content here. So got or not? After that we are going to see the content. Now let me check this. Yeah. Now here I want to clear about all. Set a path is equal to, observe carefully, it might be in the middle interval may ask one more question. Is it possible to set more than one version to the single path environment variable? Yes, why not? We can set it. By assuming that only I'm giving this question. Are getting my point here? Is it possible to set more than one Java software to a single path environment variable? Yes, we can set it. By having that thought only, I've asked this question here. Okay, fine. Set path is equal to, observe carefully, C drive Java JDK 1.6.0 underscore 45 bin, copy this, paste here, semicolon. Next one is Java JDK 1.7.0 bin, copy this, paste here, semicolon. Next one Java JDK 1.8.0 bin, all right, copy this and paste here. Now guys, now tell me, click on enter button. To the single path environment variable, how many values I provided? No, come on, this is one value. Semicolon is the concatenation symbol in the command prompt, is a separator, one value to another value. See, in general, int I is equal to int I might be 10 comma 20 comma 30 we are providing now, comma we are providing for separation. Similarly here, one value to another value, semicolon is a separator. Yes, sir, got it or no? One path value to another path value, semicolon is a separator. So this is what their Java 6, but this is what their Java 7, but this is what their Java 8. That means to the single path environment variable, how many Java versions we set there? 3 versions here we set. But our question is what there? If we set all 3 Java softwares to a single path environment variable, which Java version will come to us in command prompt? Okay. 2 cases here we are getting. What are the 2 cases? No. Either we may go with the first case. Sir, this we provide as the first one, so we have to use this one. Maybe our thinking I'm telling them. And the second thing is what there? No, sir, even though we provided all, no, the last one is the latest one. That one will be taken by command prompt here. Maybe this is second thought. But still, I'm not confirming it. What version will come there? Just your thinking, I'm telling there. But no chances for the middle one. Am I right or not? No chances for what there? Middle one. But only 2 things, 2 options, either first one or last one. But which one is coming there? That I'm going to check now. Try to understand it clearly. Java C space hyphen version we provided. Click on enter button. What we are getting, sir? First one here we are getting. Am I right or not? But don't confirm it. Let me check other cases also. Set a path is equal to. All of you understand it clearly. 1 minute. Copy this. And one more thing. Copy this. Right. Now tell me, in the sequence, what is the first Java version now? 1.7. Next one is what there? 1.8. Third one is what there? 1.6. Now let me check it. Java C space hyphen version. What we are getting there? 1.7 here we are getting. That means which version we set as the first one, that we are getting. Once again, now I'm telling to you, set a path is equal to right, sir. Now tell me, what is the first version here we provided there? 1.8 Java C space hyphen version, there we are getting what there 1.8 version. Then out of these Java softwares, which Java software we set as the first one to the path environment variable in the order, that one will come to the command prompt here. Got my point or not? Now tell me, what is the answer for this particular question here? No, answer for this particular question is what there. If we install multiple Java software or more than one Java software in a single device, in a single computer, and if we search all Java softwares to the single path environment variable, to the single path environment variable, then the Java software which we set to the path environment variable as the first one in the order, that Java software will come to the command prompt. That's it. Now all of you understand it clearly. If we install more than one Java software in a single computer, and if we set all Java softwares to the single path environment variable, then the Java software which we set to the path environment variable as the first one in the order, that Java software will come to the command prompt. All of you following or not? Right. So now see this point here, what I am telling to you clearly. Right. The same thing, whatever the process here I explained to you, the same thing I'm trying to provide in the command prompt. Now try to check this clearly. Right, sir. But I'm asking one more question. Try to answer for it. When it is possible to practice these many examples, no? When it is possible for you to practice these many examples, when we install all three versions of Java software, then only we can practice. Am I right or not? But if we install only Java 20th version, is it possible for you to see all these results in our computer? That's why I'm saying to you, whatever the work I'm doing inside the class, try to repeat the same work in our system. Then we are able to get conclusions. When we install three versions, then only we are able to check all these points in our system. Then that information will be committed in our mind if we do that. So that's why I'm requesting to you, try to practice all the content clearly. All right. Next one is, yeah, that's the point I'm telling there. Which Java version is available there, that Java C will work. Okay, right, sir. This is one point. But I have one more question, guys. Now try to answer for it. Last question in this total content. One more question here I'm telling you. What about this question here? Everybody answer for this question. Right, sir. Now see this one. I think one more point people are asking to me. 1 minute. As a permanent also we can check the same process, but it is a lengthy process, a risky thing. In permanent environment variables also we can add all the three things, then we can check it. But which one is the first one that we are able to get here anyway, either in temporary or permanently, nothing about it. How to change the location to the respective location? Nothing. It's a matter of in command prompt. No, just 1 minute. I'll check it. Yeah, both we can do. Can we have all softwares run parallel? Yeah, of course we can run parallelly all Java softwares, but not in a single command prompt, in multiple command prompts. Yeah, it's I think no need to ask this question. Easily we can answer for it. 1 minute. The question here, what I'm telling to you, can I run more than one Java software parallelly? That's the question. Answer is what there? Yes, of course we can do that, but not in a single command prompt, but in what there? Multiple command prompts. Yeah. What? Three command prompts we want to take, right? In three command prompts, three different versions we want to set, right? Yeah. Which command? Whatever it may be. Yeah, of course we can do that. In command prompt 1, Java 6. In command prompt 2, Java 7. In command prompt 3, Java 8. That we want to run, right? That we provided. What's your question now? Which command prompt you are using? On that command prompt, which Java version we set there, that will come. Say for one example. Listen carefully. A.txt file, B.txt file, C.txt file. In A.txt file, I provided A, capital A. B.txt file, capital B. C.txt file, capital C, I provided. If I open first A.txt file, what data I can see? Capital A only. If I open C.txt file, what data I can see? Capital C only. Same logic you can apply here. On that moment, which command prompt we are using, on that command prompt, which Java version we set to the path, no, that Java version will come. In all three command prompts, all three versions, if we set to the path environment variable, if we take like this, on that command prompt, on that set path environment variable, which version we provide as the first one, that one will come. Understand it clearly what I'm telling you now? See, it's like what there, three command prompts in the sense, three individual pages. What setups we provide in that command prompts, no, that setups will come. If it is multiple or single, already given that information there clearly. As per that, that automatically the Java versions will come. Okay. So see, then even though if I explain like this, it may maybe take a lot of time. Try to practice one time the same point, whatever the question we are having here. Then we are able to identify the same results. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's okay, fine. Next one is what there. After that, what exactly the work here we are doing there? Okay, now listen carefully. One more question now. If we set, listen carefully. If we set Java 1.8 version, if we set Java 1.8 version to the path environment variable temporarily, 1.8 version, sorry, 1.8 version to the path environment variable permanently. Understand it now? And if we set, Java 1.6 version to the path environment variable temporarily, then which Java version will come to the command prompt. Yes, sir. I think you understood my point here. One version in temporarily, another version is in permanently. Which Java version will come there? But no need to take too much time for this, for answering for this question. Already I have shown these points. This question and answer already, but without asking question, already shown answers for this. Okay, for the sake of satisfaction, your satisfaction, I'm doing the same thing. Now try to understand it now. First of all, let me take my permanent setup now. Right click on this PC, properties, advanced system settings, like advanced environment variable. All right, path environment variable, edit. See this one, what is available here? In permanent setup, what is available? 1.8. That's okay. Click on OK button, OK button, and OK button. That's okay, fine. Nice. Now tell me, this is my command prompt here. Set path is equal to, temporarily I'm going to set it Java JDK 1.6.0 underscore 45. Copy this, copy this, and paste here. Temporarily, what version we set there? 1.6. Now, which version will come to the command prompt? Always in Java, remember this, always highest priority will be given for local. Local in the sense what there? Inside the command prompt, what setup is available, that we are able to get. Java C space hyphen version. Now here what we are getting there? 1.6 version here we are getting. All right, sir. Now answer is what there? What is the answer for this particular question? All right. If we set temporarily, right, sir. Now understand it clearly. If we set Java 1.8 version to the path environment variable permanently, and if we set Java 1.6 version to the path environment variable temporarily, then the Java setup, inside the bracket, then the Java setup which we set to the, then the Java software, then the Java software which we set to the path environment variable temporarily. That means in this case, what version here no, let and I'll provide this. Temporarily will come to the command prompt. Will come to the command prompt. In the above example, in this context, in this question or in the above example, Java 1.6 version will come to the command prompt. Java 1.6 version will come to the command prompt. That's it. So these are about clearly like what there, all the questions here, what we are getting clearly. Yes, sir. All of you are following these points or not? So this is the thorough information, the total information about like what there, download and installation of the Java software. All the setups here, whatever the setups here we provided. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? That's okay, fine. That is completed. Then what next one here we have to do there? And another topic is like what there, download and install Java editor. Right, sir? Can I discuss this topic on tomorrow in the fresh content? Here we are going to understand this content tomorrow, and I'm requesting to all of you, actual time for this class is what there, 8:30. I'll try to come here by 8:40 to 8:45. In between that, I'll try to come here. I'll start the class. But you, the students, you must come here by 8:30 max. But some people are coming to the class by 9 or 9:15 also. Yeah, I don't have any problem. At any point of time, we can come inside the class. But the point is what there, you are going to lose some concepts here. And moreover, those who registered for the courses, all of you are getting videos, video support. All of you are getting it now? All right, I'm giving that videos for the sake of watching your content one more time. Every day, your job is watch. Try to watch that video one more time and try to rewrite the concepts what we remember there. In this way, we have to practice the content. Then open the system, do practice on the system. Classroom, we are understanding. Not sufficient. At your home, watch that video completely one more time. After that, write the points what we remember. Try to prepare your own script. Of course, this document is also available. Try to check the document one more time. After that, go to the system. Without open the material, you have to do all these points in our system. In which way I am doing this practice inside the class? In the same way, we have to repeat. And one more small clue, not a clue. Now, just I'm giving regarding the point here, I'm telling to you. The clue is like what there, suggestion, what I'm telling to you. Try to explain the concepts, what I explained inside the classroom. Now, try to explain these topics to somebody else in outside. Maybe your might be roommates or whoever it may be. So if any person is related to Java or not related to Java, that doesn't matter. Then try to ask him, just spare 1 hour of time. Try to explain Java to him. That's it. That is almost equal to 100 times practice. Understand my point here now? Writing content one time is equal to 100 times reading. Explaining subject to some other person is equal to 100 times writing. One time if you explain this entire concept to some other person there, you will get complete awareness on subject. It's the right information of what I'm telling there. Try to explain this entire Java to somebody else. Even try to imitate me. That's it. Try to imitating in the sense what I'm telling there. Whatever the approach I'm following there, now try to follow the same approach. In the same approach, try to explain that content to the other person. Then you will remember this topic for the long time if you do this. Then if you do continuously, if you're trying to explain Java to somebody else continuously, when we go to that interviewer hall, you will not get any fear in front of that interviewer. You can speak with that interviewer like your friend. So no problems for you in the case of interviews. No, easily we can crack that interviews. Whatever the information you had in our mind, that we are able to deliver to that interviewer freely in a fluent way. So try to practice in this way so that we are able to understand Java effectively and we are able to utilize Java effectively in our applications. Okay, right, sir. That's all for today. We'll see the content and tomorrow about this that like what there, installation of the Java editor and some other few more points here. Tomorrow my target is almost on all 3 steps. Remaining 2 steps, next 1 or 2 days of time I will take. By that we are able to finish this topic. After completion of this first application development, we have to come for exam. Again, on the basis of this first application development, there is a written test. You have to appear for it. Okay, right, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot. We'll meet on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll see the remaining content. Yeah, Purushottam Reddy. Java C in the sense compiler version, Java in the sense JVM version. That's it, not more than that. That is your technology and Oracle knowledge is required before entering advanced Java. Yeah, little bit Ashok Kumar. Little bit awareness is required on Oracle and your technologies. Then only we are able to understand the content. We have not got the last question paper, please. Padedar, G Podar. I think then question papers we submit to everybody. Please check in spam folder also. Why? Because then see almost 3 times I submitted that question paper. I'm unable to send that question paper in the Google Classroom. I can send it, but then other people members are also available. Yeah, almost all the remaining members got it question paper. Please check in your question paper. And have you given right email ID in the webinar? Go to webinar. Have you given right email ID in the go to webinar? Yeah, then almost all I asked everybody, right? Almost all 3 times we submitted question paper. You are not understanding it, no? I sent that question paper intentionally from my office for the registered email IDs. No, please check that email ID. Yeah, yeah. Yesterday, some people have asked to me the same thing. Then we submitted it, and now everybody they got it, but only one person we find now. That is you only. Okay, don't worry. Then once again, now give your email ID. No, then type your email ID. Once again, we will send it. Yeah, type your email ID, and automatically it will be saved in the chat box. From chat box, we will send it again. Please check in our system in spam folder also. I think so it may be stored. It may be stored in that. Yeah. Get ref on method వచ్చేసేను every time new object create అయ్యింది new reference value వస్తుంది reference variable కదా reference value వస్తుంది సేమ్ రిఫరెన్స్ వాల్యూ వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ రిటర్న్ తీసినప్పుడు ఏ రిఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ మనం యాక్సెస్ చేస్తున్నామో ఆ రిఫరెన్స్ వాల్యూ రిటర్న్ అవుతుంది సపరేట్ గా క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేను ఇక్కడ ఏ అన్నాను ఏకి ఏముంది ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ A11 ఉంది A11 గెట్ రెఫ్ అని అనుకో A11 రిటర్న్ అవుతుంది మనకి అంతే పాయింట్ అక్కడ అబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ క్లాస్ క్రియేట్ చేయలేవు రిఫరెన్స్ వేరియబుల్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తాం అక్కడ మెయిన్ క్లాస్ లో మెయిన్ మెథడ్ లో నేను 2 times ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ చేశాను కదా ఒకటే గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి ఎన్నిసార్లు న్యూ కీవర్డ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేస్తే ఎన్నిసార్లు ఆబ్జెక్ట్ క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది 2 times క్రియేట్ చేశాం కదా ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఏ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు న్యూ బి ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అన్నాను బి స్మాల్ బి ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు అగైన్ న్యూ బి అన్నాను కదా 2 ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ క్రియేట్ అయింది టేక్ రిటర్న్ different reference variable. One is first one ఏమన్నా A reference variable, second వచ్చి B reference variable. 2 objects create అయినాయి అంతే మధ్యలో మన కన్వర్జేషన్ సార్ ఒక నోట్ చెప్పాను గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి మనం ఎన్నిసార్లు న్యూ కీవర్డ్ రాసామనేది మ్యాండేటరీ కాదు ఎన్నిసార్లు దాన్ని ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసామో దాన్ని బట్టి మనకు ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ క్రియేట్ అవుతాయి ఆ పాయింట్ లోనే అయిపోతుంది అంతా కూడా ఓకే అట్లేం లేదు చేసుకోవచ్చు ఎప్పుడైనా చేసుకో ఆ అకౌంట్ క్రియేట్ చేస్తుంటే ఎప్పుడైనా చేసుకో అది మేబీ ఏదన్నా మొబైల్ నుంచి తీసుకో దీనిలో సిస్టమ్ క్రియేట్ చేయండి ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటి అంటే మరి అదే ఏదైనా ఆపరేటింగ్ సిస్టమ్ దగ్గర ఏదో ఇష్యూ ఉంటుంది దానిలో అంతే అదేం ఉంటాయి జనరల్ గానే ఉంటాయి కదా ఏదైనా సరే మన ఇప్పుడు మొబైల్ నుంచి డేటా మొత్తం వస్తుంది కదా అంటే ఇక్కడ కాపీ పేస్ట్ కూడా టార్గెట్ ఫోల్డర్ ఏంటంటే దానిలో చెక్ చేయండి ఆ టార్గెట్ ఫోల్డర్ చెక్ చేయండి అక్కడే ఉంటాయి కదా జనరల్ గా మరి చూడాలి ఒకసారి ల్యాప్టాప్ తీసుకురండి చూద్దాం. Unable to access recorded videos. Arikatla Avinish. Yeah. తీసుకున్నాం మెయిల్ ఐడి. Arikatla Avinish. Okay. Then Avinash. Don't worry. Then you will get it. Max, you will check it and I will give it. One more time, then check your Google Drive access. Then if it is okay, then it's okay. Otherwise, then we will send it once again. No problem. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Till meet tomorrow.